Hey guys, it's Meadow Sanders, and I'm here with
Shelly Joyner.
And we're going to be interviewing her about her current job. So, I've read in your the thing that your past careers were very interesting. You were a loadmaster and a ballerina. Can you explain how you got from a ballerina to a lawyer?
Yes, you've heard it once, you've heard it 1,000 times. I'll try not to bore you. So, growing up, I was a classically trained ballerina, so I was extremely involved in that growing up, from just the little squatty thing in a tutu that did nothing but be cute to when I was a teenager, I was in the pre-professional program. Went to college. I actually started out as a double dance and psychology major. When I was in college, I was a ballerina. I taught ballet, but I was also working for a country western entertainment group in the Dallas area, where I got paid an incredible amount of money to go to these giant country western themed corporate parties and teach line dancing. That was so much fun. I can't even tell you. I was dressed up like a saloon girl. My boyfriend was a gunfighter. It was a great time. So that was my first career. Then I figured out that I needed to grow up and get a quote-unquote real job. So I went to work for FedEx Express, and I ended up doing a lot of things through FedEx for 17 years. I was a dangerous goods specialist. I was a loadmaster. I was a courier. I worked in a bunch of different cities. I got to deliver packages up on Mount Rainier outside of Seattle. I was in Jonesboro, Arkansas, delivering. I ended up being a manager for FedEx Express for a specialty medical account operation, and I found myself studying law for fun after a tough night on the tarmac and thought, I might be doing life wrong. So I cashed all that in and decided to go to law school at age 33.
Okay, and how did you what was your experience doing that, law school, and how did you decide what you wanted to do next?
So I stepped down. I'd been a manager for FedEx, and I stepped down to being a courier again, and then eventually back to being a handler at FedEx, so I could keep my benefits while I was going to law school. When I originally started law school, I kept my mind open as to exactly what I wanted to do, but I thought maybe because of my past experience, I wanted to do employment law. But once I got there, after taking a few employment law and civil rights classes, I just realized that that was something that was going to be too frustrating for me to do for a living day in and day out. So after I took a wills, trusts, and estates class, that seemed much more my speed, because wills and trusts law still here in the United States is based on 600-year-old English law. And it's actually relatively simple law, but you get to be really creative about it. So when clients come into my office, they come in with all their personal stories, be it very, very boring or the craziest stuff you have ever heard in your life. And so I get to use my creativity that I had from being a ballerina, and I get to use that creativity to create estate plans and solve those people's very, very personal problems with the very, very basic law. And that just seemed really interesting to me. So my second year of law school, I started working for an estate planning firm to see if that's what I wanted to do. And sure enough, I loved it. And ever since my second year of law school, I kept doing that. Then that firm ended up hiring me after graduation. I worked there for 5 years until I bought my own rural law firm, and now that's what I do.
Okay, so what do you do at your own law firm? Do you do the same thing? Do you
Not even close. On an hour-to-hour basis, I never know what people are going to show up asking me.
So you do all types of law? Is it not just one specific, all types?
Pretty much. So because I am a rural law firm, it's pretty much whatever people call, walk in the door with, email me about, if it is something that I think I can handle, I will. But
Yeah.
if I can't handle it, I know somebody who can. Basically, if it doesn't involve capital murder or something involving kids, I'm probably going to be able to figure it out.
Yeah. So you do like not like the big like high up things, but you do like the like smaller like civil like stuff, or is it?
Yeah, and so the big thing is there's transactional law and then litigation. So litigation is what you're going to see on TV. That's the people storming into court and peacocking and, you know,
Yeah.
slamming stuff down. So I don't do a whole lot of litigation. I'm actually hardly ever in court. And if it is, it's usually a really short hearing where it's not adversarial.
Yeah.
I don't do a whole lot of litigation. I do mostly transactional law. And transactional law is actually usually I'm creating documents for clients where I'm trying to prevent them ever having to go to court and ever having to get involved
Yeah.
in that nasty litigation that you see on Suits, which, by the way, if you ever want to know, that is the worst TV lawyer show ever in the history of ever. Law is nothing like Suits, but man, they're adorable, aren't they?
That's how it is for most TV shows. They don't portray careers right at all.
No, Landman's good though.
They're interesting. So what's the biggest challenge you faced
For
Like- in your like career, like lawyers?
oh man, because when the best and worst part about being a lawyer is that when people come to you, it's because they have tried to handle things themselves, and when they can't, they come to me.
So they already have like messed it up and screwed it up. So they
Maybe not. I mean, trust me, sometimes people have made a big old mess and they come to me. But I mean, some of my
Yeah.
clients are other lawyers.
yeah.
So, I mean, I have incredibly intelligent, sophisticated clients who come to me and ask me to solve their problems. So, you know, lawyers get, there's all kinds of lawyer jokes out there, and most of them are justified. But, surgeons and pilots and lawyers, they kind of get a bad rap about having egos and whatever. But, to be fair, they have a lot of pressure on them.
Yeah.
Doctors literally have people's lives in their hands. Pilots, it's like, hey,
Well, people's lives in their hands as well.
yeah, let's put a few hundred people on this big flying bomb,
Yeah.
and I'm going to take you places. People, come to me and say, I'm a grown, intelligent person, and I have tried to fix my own problem. I can't do it. Will you fix it for me? And that's a lot.
Yeah.
And when it goes well, it's kind of one of the most amazing feelings
The
in the
reward.
world. But when it doesn't go well, it's pretty awful.
Yeah, because then you start to doubt yourself and like,
Yeah, or, sometimes I know I've done everything I can.
and you just can't do anything about it.
Just can't do anything about it, and sometimes the client understands that, and sometimes they don't,
Mm-hmm.
and they can be sort of irrational about that, and
Yeah.
sometimes they take it out on me irrationally, and that gets really ugly.
Yeah, even if it's not your fault, they're just trying to find somewhere to take that like anger and those
Yes.
feelings out on, like, and that's usually you.
Yes, it is.
So, like if you were to give like advice to a high school student, like if like about their career or their choice, what piece of advice would you give them?
You have to absolutely love reading. So much reading, so much dense reading.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, you have to love reading, and you have to love writing. That's the biggest thing. And you have to be able to flex and think on your feet and be ready to pivot.
Mm-hmm. So you gotta be like someone that's like not like they don't have issues with change. They're like
Oh,
you have
no.
to.
Oh no. If you have decided that things are the way they are, and you have to be able to drop that and go on to
Yep.
something else immediately.
Okay. Do you have any like piece of like your journey that like would surprise someone?
There are no wrong paths or mistakes. I have had, besides my 3 careers, the amount of random jobs I have had from high school and college, I have learned so much from every single thing that I've done, even if it was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Not just, I mean, certainly as an adult, just life experiences, but even just all the little things that I have done have made me a better lawyer. Anything from, have you ever been to Rainforest Cafe?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, I'm Shelly. I'll be your safari guide today. That was a learning experience. I'll never do that again. But,
Yeah.
you know, that was a job. I worked at a costume shop in college where an entire fraternity would walk in and tell me to dress up their entire freshman class. That was a blast.
Yeah.
I mean, that couldn't
I can
have
imagine.
probably been a entire career
Yeah.
choice, but that was fun at the time.
Mm-hmm.
It just, everything in the world, it just, get experiences and just don't get frozen with not knowing what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Just go out and do something and try it, because you're going to learn something, even if learning that is, oh, I'm never going to do that again.
Yeah.
Please just go out and do something. Don't get frozen with, oh no, I'm 18 and I don't know what my one career is going to be from 18 to 70. I mean, I'm 43 and I've already had 3 solid careers. Yeah. And I might not be done. I mean, I might go.
You could become a doctor for all you know.
Well, probably not that. But I mean, I might go teach line dancing at a beach resort in Spain.
Yeah.
In 20 years. Fingers crossed. Who knows? I mean, if you had told me 10 years ago that I would own my own rural law firm,
You would have looked at you like yourself like you were crazy.
I would have medicated both of us. So it just, yeah. You just never know. But just please go do something and dig in and do it to your fullest ability.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it's wrong, say, well, that happened, and then go do something else.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so I don't have any more questions for you. Do you have any more advice or like statements you want to make before we conclude the interview?
If you think you are interested in law, come talk to me. I have the type of law practice where you can come observe. I have so much to teach all of you. I will print out some Supreme Court cases for you to read, and if you can't get through that and you say, blech, then law school is not for you. Go do something else, and that is fine. Anyway, I am around Hot Springs and will be here working for the next 50 years or so. And, yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.